watching BIMS TV.
Welcome to BIMS TV. I'm Dr. Stanton Belford, and this is BIMS Bites. And today, I'll be biting into prickly problems, sea urchins. Phylum Echinodermata, or commonly called your echinoderms. There are about 7,000 species grouped into these taxonomic classes. Echino means spiny, derm means skin. So these marine organisms have spiny skin. Class Asteroidea, your sea stars. Class Crinoidea, your feather stars. Class Ophiuroidea, your brittle stars. Class Phoroidea, your sea cucumbers. And class Echinoidea, your sand dollars and sea urchins. Can you tell me which classes do these echinoderms belong to? Do you see the brittle stars? Class Ophiuroidea. Your sea urchins? Class Echinoidea. Your feather stars, your sea stars, and your sea cucumbers. They are all marine organisms. You can find sea urchins in benthic habitat. They are not easily found during the day. In fact, they hide between crevices on reef habitat. We most notably know sea urchins from their spines, which protrude from a calcareous oval-shaped body known as their test. They show radial body symmetry, just like sea anemones, which have that central mouth and structures radiating from their body parts. They are keystone species, meaning that their population increases or decreases will have a dynamic effect on the communities which they are found. Fun fact, they are deuterostomes, meaning that during embryonic development, their cells form and multiply, and the first opening becomes the anus. The second opening becomes the mouth. Just like chordates, including mammals, us, we too are deuterostomes. I do annual coral reef surveys on the northeastern coast of Trinidad, namely at Toko Bay and Celebia Bay. And so what I do is I stretch this 50-meter line and I do this line transect. And under 1 meter intervals, I record the benthic component or benthic organism. Usually it's cnidarians, such as corals, zoantherians, but I do see other invertebrates. For instance, I do see sea urchins. As you can see to the top, you have finger corals, top left, sea anemone, and to the bottom, soft corals or zoantherians. But what I also have seen is our red and black color morphotypes of the sea urchin. So I became curious and interested. How are sea urchins distributed? How abundant are they? And so what I did is I used quadrats and I counted and measured these sea urchins. And what I found is that most of these sea urchins are between 21 and 40 millimeters in test diameter size, or their oval-shaped bodies. Interestingly, what I found is that sea urchins measured in rocky habitat, which are protected from the waves, are larger than those found in open habitat, which are exposed to waves. I published this in a manuscript in 2020, but I was still curious and interested in these sea urchins. In fact, I did some molecular analysis. What type of species are they? The red and the black colomorphs. So I took spines, extracted DNA, used the thermal cycler to do the polymerase chain reaction, and I sent these samples off to be sequenced. And to my curiosity, I actually found out that these sea urchins, red and black colomorpher types, are in fact the rock-borne sea urchin, Echinometra lacenta. But I was still curious because I wanted to see samples in the Caribbean, the northernmost Key Largo and the southernmost Trinidad. How are they compared to other specimens from a paper by MacArthur et al., Honduras, Belize, Panama, Puerto Rico? And they matched. And I was very excited about that. Sea urchins are very important grazers. They control algae. In the early 1980s, disease wiped out much of the long-spine sea urchin populations, thus causing dynamic changes on reefs. They may be prickly problems, but sea urchins are sure interesting. If you want to find out more information about sea urchins, go to my website at stantonbelford.com or contact me through emails or social media. Please, if you want to know more about the ocean, go to Black and Marine Science and discover more about the ocean.